Well, as I place my hands over here by the edge of the table, I don't weld my hands over here. I fly them with my expression, with my gestures, with my hands movement, with my coordination. And I don't fall at the table. I don't occupy the table. The table doesn't belong to me. It belongs to the examiner. I can't elbow the table. I can't encompass the table. I can't occupy the table. I can't fall at the table. And I can't do any of the passive activities at the table. I can only place my hands by the edge of the table as recommended and demonstrated right now. Well, I can keep my hands on the kneecap, I can keep my hands on the thighs, I can keep my hands by the arms of the chair, or I can keep my hands in my lap. Wherever I feel comfortable, I can perform an activity, and then at the same time, I can keep on moving around, changing my postures from one to another. That shows the continuity in an interview. That shows the confidence in an interview. And that's what I keep around. Look at my back. My back is very straight. If the camera can come over here and show you, my back is straight. My back is straight. And then there is a gap between my back and the recline of the chair. That shows an ideal posture for a candidate. Look at my back. My back is straight and there is a gap between my back and the recline of the chair. I can demonstrate what's happening here. Well, this is the candidate's chair. We call it the recline of the candidate's chair. We call it the seat of the candidate's chair. And this is the left arm. I gave you the entry by the left arm and I'll give you an exit by the right arm. Whenever we get into a candidate's chair, we always give the entry by the left arm and move out by the right arm. So this is the left arm, I give you an entry. And this is the right arm, I'll give you an exit. And this is the seat of the candidate's chair. When a candidate comes over here, the candidate should not sit over here by the edge of the seat. If the candidate sits over here by the edge of the seat, it means the candidate is nervous. So the candidate should not sit by the edge of the seat, and the candidate at the same time should not be overconfident to sit at the recline. The candidate should not sit at the recline. The candidate should not sit at the edge of the seat. The candidate should place himself somewhere over here the way I did. So the candidate should place oneself over here, himself over here, or herself over here, and then maintain a straight back. That straight back shows the confidence. If a candidate occupies the recline, the candidate is overconfident, that's a bad thing. And if the candidate is over here by the edge of the seat, the candidate is in fact losing the confidence. So should place someone over here and maintain a straight back the way I did. And when you maintain a straight back, there is always a gap between your back and the recline. Yes, you should maintain that gap between the recline of the candidate's chair and your back. And then look at your examiner. It should be a very cordial eye contact, a very polite eye contact, a very continuous eye contact. And in fact, it's a real-time activity. So you express your personality. You listen to the questions by the interviewer. You in fact fall into a discussion with an examiner, and it's a very interactive activity. So you go through an activity over there, and you in fact go along with the interview. And as I tell you more about the interview, see, I'm giving you an entry by the left arm, sitting in front of my examiner, placing my hands by the edge of the examiner's table, boss table, and then I move around with my expression. Well, whatever the questions are turned to a candidate can come along with multiple answers. In fact, I'll provide you a thorough tutorial, or rather a series of tutorials on interview questions and their possible responses. I'll provide you a very detailed understanding of the interview questions and their answers. right now in such a very short demonstrations, I won't be able to do all of those activities. I'll certainly